have been in the game, but my wigs are getting played. Y'all already know what time it is. I got the black V-neck on. Real Housewives of Atlanta season 13 episode I Don't Know. And we are getting closer and closer to the girls trip. Kenya Moore is across the street. Kenya Moore is getting the girls prepared for her, what she calls a girls trip from hell. Because, girl, looking at this next episode, it looks like that you order food for yourself, like the other girls waiting on food to be cooked and prepared. Like, that's not right. Like, my mama always told me, like, if you're gonna order something for yourself in the midst of a whole bunch of people, you need to order something for everybody. Like, you don't order no food just for yourself. It's very selfish. Or at least you could have went in a corner somewhere and ate like a squirrel or something. But we're gonna get into the squirrel commentary in a minute. But we gotta talk about Real Housewives of Atlanta, girl. She's kind of warming up a little bit. It's still like a slow burn. It's giving me very much pot roast. Girl, we've been waiting 8 hours. Is it ready? Can we eat now? Like, can we eat some of these episodes? Because it's just like, y'all ain't really feeding us. We out here starving. Girl, we out here starving. Like, girl, what's the tea? So we start off with Kenya and Toya talking about the girls' trip and what they want to do. And Kenya is telling Toya, girl, I'm gonna get a private jet because you know it's not giving flying. We're gonna get a private jet. We're gonna fly over there. Which from Atlanta to I think North Carolina, South Carolina, like a 5-hour drive in a Sprinter. It will be a 20-30 minute jet ride. I just didn't understand that. But seeing how COVID has ravaged the airline industry and all that, it probably didn't cost Kenya that much to fly. They probably, probably did it for free for Kenya Moore just to get some advertisement out there. It'd probably been good for them, like 20 minutes, girl. Like, we can do it. We can cut this last price, girl. We're just trying to get some folks to pretend like they got big balling. So while Kenya is talking about the girls' trip and all this, she calls Drew and she tells Drew about what's going on, and she lets Drew know about the jet situation, and that's gonna come back to bite her in the ass. So Toya and Kenya get to talking about her husband, her ex-husband, whatever he is this week, girl, I don't know. Like I told y'all in previous reviews, Kenya has been in the process of divorcing this man longer than she has been married to him and knowing him. It's just exhausting at this point, and I think we can all admit that we are just tired of hearing about, like, girl, we are just completely tired of hearing about Marc Dailey. There is something going on because when I was watching them go on the jet or whatever, we saw that baby Brooklyn's face was censored. And come to find out that, Kenya is in this midst of this divorce or whatever, and Marc is just like, you can't take this baby this place, you can't do this and that, you going here, I need to know about it. And it seems as though Marc is not interested in baby Brooklyn being on Real Housewives of Atlanta, because when they was on the jet, her face was covered up, it was censored. And also, Kenya talked about she can't even have her child in any promotion for her Kenya Moore hair lunch stuff. So it's just like, girl, Marc is control. Like, was all of that worth it? Like, I think she was in a happy marriage with him for like a half of a season, and now we've spent almost 2-3 seasons divorcing him. It's just very tiring. Now, that little restaurant they went to for breakfast, I had some to-go food from there. That place is good as hell, girl. Especially their grits and bacon, period. So, Drew is throwing an event at her house. Girl, we're gonna talk about that. And all the ladies start showing up. Cynthia is the first one, as always. She's on time, she's there. And she's knocking on the door, but she can't get in, okay? How you gonna talk outside the club? You can't even get in. She can't even get in the house. What's her name? Got her little pony Tony. She got her little ponytail going on. I actually like Drew's pony Tony. I love the little ponytail. I thought it was really cute. It was giving me like, Coming to America, realness, other things. I didn't have no problem with it. Come to find out, everybody else had a problem with it. Now, well, nobody. Kenya Moore and Toya didn't seem to like it. And I'm looking at Kenya like, how did you sit here dragging Toya's wig when your South Atlanta Decatur squirrel wig that you had on was looking like it was starting to rot, or it was lifting up, okay, strong guy and bathtub, okay, come on, even my like, her wig was rising up like crust, like it was doing something, like, I don't know, like she had, it just started patting it down. I don't know what that is. Somebody explain that to me. It looks like, it reminds me of when I put too much, oil or whatever, or some water get on my locks, and my it's time for a little retwist. She's still looking good, she's still cute, But you know, it's time to be, you know, cleaned up in here and stuff. I love it. But Kenya stuff, she had a little ponytail, and it just looked like, you know, it just like a cat had pissed on her scalp. I don't like it. But she out here shading Drew. I did not get that. I just didn't get that at all. So Candace shows up, Daddy Ralph in there. Daddy Ralph is just goofy. He in there trying to get the stuff to everybody, trying to welcome everybody in. And it's so funny watching folks hug Ralph because they're giving him the church hug like, ooh, I ain't gonna put my teeth on you, baby. Ralph said, yes, Ralph, give me a hug. Now, Ralph is a handsome man, but he has completely embarrassed the shit out of Drew. So I'm just like, is it worth it? Let me work it. Let me rub this chest and reverse it. It's my ribbon hand. Like, girl, what? So everybody's getting their Porsha is giving us red fantasy, red wig. I was loving it. Kenya showed up in her, I guess I'm going to run errands outfit. Like, I didn't think the Adidas dress was bad, but it was just Kenya and Cynthia had on, like, they just didn't put no thought into what they had on. Like, it made, like, they dressed down. When I say they dressed down, Cynthia had on some leather shit. I was like, Cynthia, what the hell is this? But girl, I'm over here hollering. Now the producers on this episode were messing his head because they asked Drew a question. You know, they said, girl, how you feel about, you know, Toya? Like, Toya was shaming you. And Drew was like, what does she do for a living? And they said, she has a YouTube channel. And you know, Drew had said, well, girl, is that a real job? Now, girl, like, the girl started sending me, they said, Justin, especially my friend, one of my friends in Atlanta, said, well, how you feel about it? He's a big Kenya Moore stan, like, loves Kenya Moore. You know I can't stand Kenya Moore ass, especially this season. And watching it, I just took it as a little bit in between shade. I find it funny for Drew to be saying this, like, she has a real job. Like, what is the definition of real job? Like, you on a reality show, you're not making it in Hollywood, you ain't got shit going on, you're not booking any gigs in Hollywood, you're not on any, like, big shows. So there are people who, you know, socially are kind of above you, Drew, who be saying, oh, was she on Real Housewives of Atlanta? Like, you know, she on a reality show? So it's just like, girl, like, don't shade no girl where they getting their coin from. If that's what Toya get her coin, she can be able to get her individual braids done, then so be it. If it takes a reality show check for you to be able to keep doing your stuff and you and Ralph to be able to buy UPS boxes so y'all can move and stuff, then don't do it. Don't shade no girl's coin. The girls is out here, we're in the middle of a pandemic. We're in the middle of a panorama. We're in the middle of a silly party. We're in the middle of a whole bunch of stuff. So if the girls out here getting their coin, I don't care how you doing it, do what you got to do to pay them bills to keep on surviving. That's what we're trying to do. So I wasn't here for the shade, but I see what she was trying to go with there. But I'm just like, it is funny because listening to Kenya shade Drew and saying that she's a stray, she this and that. And I'm honestly, if you was going by the definition of stray, it would be Toya, because Toya does not have a peach. She's a friend of the show. She is the same stuff that you be shading Marlo. And honestly, I'm pretty sure Toya is getting paid way less than Marlo, because I like seeing Marlo. A lot of folks enjoy seeing Marlo on the episodes. We still getting to know Toya. And honestly, it ain't looking real good for my good sis Toya. I was liking her, but it's just like, this whole conversation about this wig, this continues the conversation, is a mess. Now, Toya had me ready to drag her ass this episode now. She's gonna get popped from Miss Chicago next episode. So they sit down. Porsha had me screaming. Porsha did the thing where you joke about someone's man being attractive or partner being attractive or whatever without coming off like uncomfortable, making someone feel uncomfortable in a cringe moment. And I enjoyed how Porsha did it. She was just like, You know, like, Ralph is a nice, he's, you know, he works out, he's handsome, he's desirable, all of that other stuff. So I thought it was fun. But now they asked Porsha to talk about how fine he was in the confessional. Porsha said, I don't do that, y'all ask Kenya about that. And they asked Kenya about it. And then Kenya said, oh yeah, he is cute. And so it's just like, Kenya has a history of flirting with everybody else's man, but she can't keep hers. Ooh, or find one that is interested in loving on her enough to last more than one season. So they all sit down with Drew talking, they chit chat, and Porsha spills the tea about the wig comment and throws everybody under the bus. Like, Cynthia like, damn, Porsha. And Porsha just like, oh girl, Drew was talking about your wig. She said something about your wig a couple of times. So girl, like, you know, what's it giving? Drew said, oh my God, she was shading me? Yeah, she was shading you. And you know, Kenya was right there. So Drew like, oh, you know, I don't know, like it's a quarantine, like girl, it's a pandemic, like it's a wig, like girl, whatever. And I get what Drew was saying. And then Drew had me hollering. She said, I mean, look, Kenya came in when she came in. Baby, that was funny. That was fun. She said Kenya came in when she came in. Hilarious. I was so here for that. And Kenya was kind of pressed about, she was in the confessional saying, I would outdress Drew and this and that and da da da. And I will say that Kenya does have some style, and I do love Kenya's looks in the confessionals and stuff. But I expect nothing less from you, Kenya. You are a pageant girl, and you also have been on Real Housewives of Atlanta for a consistent amount of time to be able to know what works on camera and what doesn't. Drew is fresh, she's young. And she's learning. Like like some of her confessional wigs ain't all of that. Some of her looks are okay, but I feel like Drew has the personality and the stuff to be able to like grow with it. Honestly, I can see Drew coming back before I see Kenya coming back next season. It ain't looking too good for my girl Kenya, girl. Y'all know it. So Drew just throwing on the shade. So when they talking about the girls trip, Drew like, okay, girl, how we get there? You know, y'all take y'all own Sprinter. And Drew already know what the tea is because Kenya has told Drew about the private jet, but also texted her later and said, hey girl, don't tell the girls about the private jet. And Drew like, oh girl, y'all take y'all own Sprinter. And Kenya reveals, okay, well we gonna be getting there. We gonna, COVID and all that. Now at first she said that she want the ladies to know. Now she don't care about them knowing. And she's trying to use this, well, I'm protecting my family. I'm gotta do what I gotta do to protect my family. I'm just like, that's a bunch of bullshit. Like, that's honestly a bunch of mess. You would have been better riding in the Sprinter with the women who've all been tested and all that other stuff than hopping in a plane with other folks. Like you had girl, I just don't get it. I just don't get it. But you wanted to show out because you were pressed about Fallon having her own private jet or whatever she has, and her being able, that's where you got the idea from. You were not thinking about that until it was a 20-minute plane, like a jet ride. If it was that serious, you should have flew all the girls there. I don't get that. Like, that would have been cute. Like, girl, we all gonna take a jet, da 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 da. That would have been cute. Like, that would have been cute. But it's just, girl, and you took it straight with you. Like, I can't get into it. So all the ladies arrive at Candace's house. They get ready to leave out. And, Porsha talks about she feels sad because she's leaving PJ. Candace says she feels bad. And you got all these mothers that are, feeling bad about leaving their, babies behind. And then you have Kenya, who is bringing her nanny and her child. And this goes back to what happened on Real Housewives of Potomac, because it's just like, is that fair for you to plan a girls trip and the host brings their child and everybody else, or one person brings a child, and it's like, girl, if I would have known that, I would have brought my family too. So to me, that's not a definition of a girls trip, especially if you didn't tell and give hey girl, I'm gonna be here. Y'all come if y'all, bring your trip if you want to or whatever. But it's just like, Kenya's trying to say, well, I don't have, Mark ain't there and doing something, this and that. Like, you're just coming up with all type of excuses, and I'm just not here for it. Like, I just feel like it's not fair. And you should just told the women, like, hey, since I got this stuff going on, I'm gonna be bringing my child and my nanny and all that. And I hope y'all okay with that. Communication, just communication. So we see that Dennis is dropping Porsha off. And I'm trying to say, what's going on with my favorite Detroit dude? Like, what's going on? Like, Porsha, Dennis. Now, Dennis, you out here like you Dora Revenge. Like, Dennis, and you, what y'all got going on? So, Porsha reveals in the confessional, she says that she would love to just be friends. So, it sounds like that she's not interested in engagement and in marriage with Dennis. She's okay with being friends and co-parenting. I have a lot of questions about that. And I'm a little curious because I don't know if I believe Porsha. I think she still has some feelings for Dennis. I think that she loves him and wants to be in a committed relationship with him. I just feel like that Porsha is in a different direction in her life than Dennis is. Dennis is like living a bachelor type of life. He said he want to live in the city. He want to do this and that. He owns his own little night spot. And he got restaurants. Like, he doing this. And Porsha just seems like she just wanted her picket fence. She want to settle down, raise her child. And it just seems like it's just two different things. So I'm on Dennis' side. Like, I just want to be in the city. I want to enjoy it. But you have a child, Dennis. You got a child. So, I don't know. Maybe I need to figure that out. But, girl, I don't know. But Candy was shady on here. She said, girl, every time, Porsha gets some Hennessy, she be missing Dennis. So, I want to figure out what's really going on now. Porsha made a joke or something about kissing Candy, and Candy said, oh hell no, we've been through that wrong road. And I'm just like, oh girl, yes, please. And you see they ain't show Phaedra at all on that. I'm like, oops. So we turn around, we got Kenya and Toya. They have landed, they're getting prepared, and I don't understand what they like they was really setting up. All y'all were doing was just saying who gets what room and that. Like y'all wasn't doing nothing special. Like it wasn't nothing special. Like I would honestly like for y'all to, like Kenya should have did a situation where she had folks play games to get rooms. Like I thought that was fun. Like play games, like the person who do this can get into the room. I think that's smart. I definitely think you should look out for Cynthia. Since it's her wedding coming up, she should have automatically had, you know, the good room. But I feel like it should have been some games or something. But Kenya wants to be petty. That's the type of person that she is. So, I mean, it is what it is. So the ladies end up finding why they in a hot ass sprinter and they are pressed. One thing I really don't like is when you are going off on somebody in customer service and they are in earshot of you. So it's like you're talking shit and they can hear you. It's just like you're not talking at them. I don't like that. I'm very big on customer service. That really kind of irritates me. I can understand being on this hot bus, but I guess like, it was just like, on this hot bus. I mean, like Porsha kept saying it and I'm just like, talk to these folks. These are human beings. These are human beings. Like, hey, what's going on with the air? Like, what we're gonna do about this because it's hot, can we pull over, get some water? I'm all about talking to people like they're human. I do not like that. And I'm pretty sure Porsha didn't mean any harm, you know, but it's just, it was to me, it bothered me. I did not like that at all. These are human beings, And I did see a little white hand, I didn't care as much, but I'm just like, half them folks, I'm not sure if the driver's black or whatever, it's just like, it's a way to address things instead of saying it's hot. Like Tank said, yeah, you know, you got a little titty sweat. I can understand it, but Porsha got it's hot, what y'all gonna do? I just like, oh my God, stop it. I don't like that, it makes me cringe. Like you've been in a restaurant and somebody talking shit about the food and then the server right there. I'm just like, bitch, don't fuck up my food. Like I don't play that. Like sound off in the comments if you don't play that. Like, don't send no food back don't cause no problems, because I want my food. You do that on your own time, but you out with folks, do not. I went to a dinner last year and somebody did that. Like they were just talking crazy. I'm like, I don't want to order any more food. I don't want to order any more drinks. I used to work in customer service. I used to be a server. I used to do all these things. I'm not necessarily worried about somebody doing something harmful to my food, but I just, one, don't like talking to folks crazy, and two, I don't want nobody fucking want food after that. I don't want nobody mad at me cooking my food. They can be mad at the boss or anybody else, but mad at me and cooking my food, that's a hell no to me. Not saying that Porsha, what she was doing was extremely harmful, but it was just like, it just made me cringe. So they end up finding out that Kenya brought her child, and Kenya's girl like, let me see. So everybody is like feeling some type of way, like, she should have said something. And Marlo feeling some type of way, like, girl, we on the jet. And then Candy like, girl, she on the jet, she that rich. Candy was being shaded. Candy know damn well that, like, girl, Kenya, like, we could have all got a jet. I got a little coin, we could have got a jet. Like, girl, you ain't no special, but that's y'all girl, honey. So the girl's hot. It's gonna be a mess. I can tell this girl's trip is gonna be one from hell. I'm not understanding why y'all got this woman, this person walking in and falling out to myself. Who killed this lady? Didn't get that. Then for you to be out here eating crab cakes and your guest ain't ate yet. I'm just like, you have poor ass hospitality. Like but you from the north, so you don't know. Like there is no way in the hell I'm coming. You invited me to your shit. It's time to eat. Like I'm hungry as hell, and you out here ordering you some Uber Eats and some food. Like what the hell? It's just like Kenya. I would never go nowhere. Like I don't know. It's gonna be some mess. I can already feel it. Then Drew talking about I'm from Chicago. I don't know who she about to pop off on, but I did see Fallon. I hope she about to pop off on Toya. I want somebody to pop off on Toya, but Toya been talking that smack, and I want somebody to pop off on her ass. But otherwise, this episode was alright. Next episode, I'm ready for some drama. Next episode, I'm ready for some drama. So I did a thing this Sunday where I did like a live watch party for Real Housewives of Atlanta, but not like a watch party, but a live, you know, me watching it on Patreon. So I will be doing that also next Sunday. I kind of did like a test run, but hopefully this Sunday I'll be able to do it. What I do is I'll you know, watch the episode and talk and whatever. It's only going to be on Patreon. So yes, working on that. So if you are on Patreon, be staying tuned for that, because I had a couple of people watching it last night and it was cute. And I just enjoyed that with y'all. So yes, we're going to do more things on Patreon and stuff. But I love y'all. Tell me what y'all thought about this Real Housewives Atlanta review. Let me know in the comments, girl. And I'll talk y'all later tonight. All right.